Okay, I see a quorum, so I'm going to go ahead and call the meeting to order at 3:02 p.m. If I could ask for a roll call, please.
Here. Sal Hernandez. Here. Phil Cerna. Jay Chenier. Darren Soon.
Here. Sue
Frost. Jeff Slowey.
Here.
Jeff Harris.
Here.
Eric Guerra.
Here.
Don Natoli. Stephanie Nguyen. Here. And Garrett Gatewood.
Okay, could you also read the meeting statement, please?
This meeting of the Sacramento Public Library Authority is being videotaped in its entirety and will be cablecast without interruption on Metro Cable 14, the Government Affairs channel on the Comcast Consolidated Communications and AT&T UVerse cable systems, and will be webcast at www.sacmetrocable.tv. Today's meeting is being shown live and will be repeated at 4 p.m. on Saturday, January 25th, and at 2 p.m. on Thursday, January 30, on Channel 14. This meeting is closed captioned. A DVD copy will be available for checkout from any library branch no later than 2 weeks following today's meeting. A public copy of the full agenda, including reports, is available for viewing at the back table and is available on the library's website at www.saclibrary.org. Members of the audience wishing to address the board should complete a speaker identification form located at the back table and give it to the clerk. Please speak into the microphone while addressing the board and state your name for the record. Comments are limited to 3 minutes so that everyone may be heard. In consideration of others, please silence your cell phone at this time.
Okay, thank you very much. If I could everyone to please rise and join me in the pledge. Hand over heart, ready, pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. And can we please note, Director Cerna has also joined us. And Director Natoli.
And Frost.
And Frost.
And Vice Chair Frost, excuse me. One closest to me. I must be farsighted, not seeing far. Okay. For public comments for matters not on the agenda, I do have one speaker in front of me, Mr. Michael Harris.
Greetings, friends. I'll be real quick. I know we're trying to get out of here. This year is very special for a lot of reasons. One, real quick, is Genesis 15, chapter 12 to 14. 400 years of return is right out of the Bible. A lot of good things. This year also is the 50th anniversary of Martin Luther King Library. Wow. And we want to tell everybody. So we're going to partner with The Observer. This is for Martin Luther King's march, and I saw several of y'all out there. Yeah. Well, it's 12 pages. And so they weren't aware of the actual date of the anniversary, which is May 18th, but that's a Monday and this library is closed, so we're going to do it on the 16th. Okay. Makes sense. And this book was written by Martin Luther King, Rosa Parks' lawyer, Fred Gray, and he's still living. And as some of y'all know, I called him up and I said, hey, look, man, I need you out in Sacramento. He's 89 years old. His niece is the holdup now, but he's on his way out here, so we're going to need some help doing that. But also, we have folks in the community in Meadowview that have a vested interest. So, I was just a little man growing up and spent a lot of time in that library, and some of y'all know the Costanuses, Penny Terry, and their kids. I grew up with the kids, so I do know my way around a library. And some of y'all know I spent a lot of time in there, and I'm pretty good. I had the best teachers. So I appreciate the work that you're doing, and we'll rehash and figure out how we can make all the libraries good. I'm still kind of hurt that Folsom's not with y'all, but y'all know why that is. But they have a good library up there. Thank you.
You want to mention the title of that book?
The title of the book is Bus Ride to Justice, by Fred Gray, Esquire, and Browder versus Gale was the actual Supreme Court case that desegregated the buses, not just in Montgomery, Alabama, but throughout the world.
Right on. Thank you. All right.
Kind of
Yeah.
important.
Thank you, Mr. Harris.
Thank you.
I spent many days in that library myself, back when they had card catalogs, too. And I think a lot of us out there on the march, it was a great march. This year they had music on the trucks, made it more lively. Okay, and that's all I have for...
Mr. Chair, I punched up. I just wanted.
Oh, I'm sorry, yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to, while Michael's here, so if I understood him correctly, that he's working on an opportunity to have that author join our community, and I know oftentimes we extend invitations for those that have publications and so forth. So I don't know if that's something, Rifka, I just want to ask you again, we can't take action on it, but is that something you could work with Mr. Harris on? And, if we were going to have an event at the MLK Library and we had the author was able to come out here and so forth, I don't know how we help make arrangements, but I know that, many times we help, at least sponsor some of those community programs in one way or the other. So I guess I was just curious.
We'll absolutely do what we can
Right.
to work with the community. Often the authors we bring in, we get for free.
Okay.
Because they're on book tour. So this is a
Okay.
little bit different, but
Okay.
there's some fundraising opportunities here, so don't be surprised if we put out the call for a
Okay.
little bit of support.
Okay, very good. I just didn't, that's why I wanted to put the idea. Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
Director Natal, I just want to confirm, did you inadvertently log in as Garrett Gatewood? I have Garrett Gatewood sign up to speak. I know Garrett's not even on this, so or at least he's not here. So
Well, I know, that's.
is you,
the
right?
name- that's
That
the
was
name
meant to be
there,
you? Okay, I just want to confirm. So
Yeah, so you
I'm
can
gonna-
attribute that to Garrett, so
I'm going to
it was
turn
a
that
bad
off.
idea.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, I just want to make sure I didn't miss someone else.
You're
this
right,
day.
you're right.
Okay. Next, we'll move to item 3.1, presentations. I'm Friends of the Sacramento Public Library. Someone here on that behalf? Hi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Hi, I'm Karen Wilson. I'm the incoming president of the Friends of the Sacramento Public Library.
Oh, congratulations.
As of this Sunday. Thank you. Yeah. And I'd like to introduce Fred Dove, who's our incoming vice president and president of the Bell Coolidge Friends, if any of you go there. And we're really looking forward to working with the library continuing, especially Book First coming up. Just wanted to give that a plug. And we're excited this year to maybe help the opportunity with, help the library with some expanded opportunities for early learning opportunities for those first graders who need it the most in Sacramento schools. So we're really looking forward to that and to working with all of you. Thank
Fantastic. Thank you. We greatly appreciate the support of the Friends. Moving on to item 4, closed session, confer with legal counsel, potential litigation, Government Code 54956.9B. One case, and then a performance evaluation pursuant to Government Code 54957, Library Director. For notification for everyone, the bylaws of the Library Foundation still has the chair as a member, so as such, I've consulted with our legal counsel, and I will not participate in the first session of, or first part of this session of closed session. So, all right. Thank you.
I didn't understand that.
He sits on the foundation.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
And I think that's what the party has. You run it.
Okay, returning back from closed session. Actually, I'll defer to you, Councilman Score, if there's anything. No reportable action. Okay, thank you very much. Due to some time constraints, I'm going to jump down to consent calendar. I have a consent calendar in front of me, item 7. Motion by Director Chenier, seconded by Director Nguyen. All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Abstained? Motion carries. I'm going to move item 8 up next on the agenda, election of board chair and vice chair 2020. I want to thank everybody for the opportunity to serve as chair for this past year. And I'm going to nominate Vice Chair Frost to be chair.
Second.
Seconded by Director Slowey. All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Abstained? Motion carries. And I will carry. Sorry, Director Sonny, go ahead.
Yeah, I'd just like to nominate Councilmember Eric Guerra for vice chair.
Second. Okay, directed by.
Third.
Second. There's a lot of seconds on here. Okay. All those in favor? Aye.
Wait,
You want
there's
to-
someone.
Sorry, Director.
Well, I just wanted to nominate somebody else, and then we could have a discussion.
Oh, excuse me. Apologies. I only saw here.
Not that I don't like Eric, but, can I do that? I was going to nominate Angelique.
Okay, so I have a I have a second alternative, but I believe you have to reverse order. We have a substitute motion.
Yeah, and I guess I kind of need a second there. I just wanted to have a discussion on it, but I don't have a strong preference one way or the other.
Can they work it out?
That's a good question.
So I'm happy to help with this dynamic. Rivka and I have had a couple of great years serving. I've had the opportunity to serve this board in a leadership role multiple times, and it is a fantastic board. And my colleague has not had that opportunity yet. And I think you should take the opportunity to serve as vice chair. And I think that you will. It will be good for you and for the City of Sacramento to have another person who champions the Sacramento Public Library and looks at the things that are happening in the city through the optic of what's best for the public library. So I'm happy to support Councilmember Guerra.
All right, I'll withdraw my motion.
Okay.
Well stated.
Thank you very much. Okay, back to the motion. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Abstained? Congratulations, Vice Chair Guerra.
That went too quickly, so I'm a little concerned.
Oh, the water's warm. Okay, with that, I'm going to turn the meeting over to Chair Frost, and let's depart. Thank you.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to finish the meeting, but I think I can. At this time, we're going to move on to appointing our Budget Audit Committee. And I believe there's certain specific, who normally serves on the Budget Audit Committee, Rivka?
Well, we always appreciate it when we're well represented with our various jurisdictions, but we would hope that both the chair and the vice chair would continue to serve on the Budget Audit Committee. And I want to also mention that you do not.
I love our Thursday mornings.
Any new members do not have to join until after the mid-year budget is completed. The work of the current Budget Audit Committee continues through the mid-year budget, which will be presented at the March meeting. But it would be the chair and the vice chair are a good representation, and then of course the outgoing chair would be an excellent member of the Budget Audit Committee, as he's just leaving the room.
Darren Soon?
Darren Soon.
Go ahead, he agrees.
So so the current Budget Audit Committee is still in play, is still going to be in place through the budget?
Through the mid-year budget, and then they will assume their new role in time for the proposed annual budget, the 2021 annual budget that's presented to the board in May. We'd also appreciate it if Mr. Slowey would continue. He's been a long-standing member of the board.
Yes.
Of the Budget Audit Committee. So, and
is there
then I
anyone
believe
else?
Mr. Gatewood. Have you served on the, then, again, that provides the broad representation that we need, because we have the city, the county, and the county cities.
Madam Chair, before you lose your quorum, would you like me to make a motion for staff's recommendation on that Budget Audit Committee?
That would be great. Thank
Happy
you.
to move that.
Thank you.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you very much. We have Chair, Vice Chair, former Chair, Jeff Slowey, Gatewood, Gatewood, and
Yes.
one other, and I can't remember who it
Perfect.
was.
All right.
All right, thank you. And so I believe there were some items that we did not cover. Are there?
Well, there are just some information items that includes the director's report. You'll notice that we have a new format for things like circulation. I want to thank Kelly Clark, our administrative analyst, for the redesign of this, and you'll see at a glance 3 years worth of things like circulation, statistics, and branch visits, which are very important to show, so you can see real trends that way. As well as the Superfest Film Festival was amazing. We want to thank Chair Frost and Council Member Steve Hansen from the City of Sacramento for opening it for us, and it was a very successful event. We especially want to thank Macy's for their sponsorship of the event. And with that, I'll leave it to you to read.
Okay, thank you very much, Rivka. Is there any questions regarding the informational items? Okay, I think that leaves us, any comments from the board or topics? Okay, I think we're pretty much done. That was really an interesting meeting. This meeting is adjourned.
Thank you.